You've been wanting to make that Instagram page for a while now. Last year, you said you were gonna finally start that YouTube channel. What about that clothing brand that you kind of started, but then you've kind of forgot about it? You know that starting that online business can retire your girlfriend and family so they don't have to work those shit jobs where they're getting bullied, where the boss is a bit too touchy. You have all these big and great ideas, and yet you're still boring, and yet none of them has worked out. You know for a fact that you're not boring. You're actually quite interesting. You just don't know how to present yourself. The reason why you're boring is not because of your personality. It's not because you have bad interests. You're boring because you're on YouTube searching how not to be boring. You're boring because you care too much about what other people think of you. So you don't share your art, you don't share your work on Instagram. The reason why you don't post is because you don't think you're good enough. And the reason why you're not good enough is because you don't post. You're numbing your brain by scrolling and watching other people's content. The more you watch, the more evidence you see of other successful people. When you see other successful people and it's all it is on your timeline, as humans, we're gonna compare ourselves and then we're gonna say we're not good enough because our work is not as good as theirs, or we don't have as much money or things as they do. And then because you're distracted from seeing what everyone else is doing, the thing that you wanna get good at, you're not gonna put the effort and attention into this thing. And because you're not seeing the results from that thing, you're gonna jump around to the new thing and the new thing. Then you wanna be on Instagram. Oh, but then TikTok. Oh, but YouTube's still good, right? Oh, but dropshipping. Oh yeah, but what about that clothing brand? You don't progress in any of these things, and that's why you have nothing to show for, and that is why you're boring. And this is what this all comes down to. Your ability to focus, your ability to stick to one thing. And by sticking to that one thing, this is where you are able to grow. This is where people can admire you for something. This is where stories you tell come from. And more importantly, by sticking to one thing, this is where you gain the self-confidence that, oh wait, I can actually work hard on something and see the results for it, rather than working crap at this thing and then this thing and then this thing and then this thing and then this thing and have nothing to show for it. By sticking to one thing, this is where the results, the self-confidence, the self-image, that's where it all compounds to the point now where you don't even care about the stupid stuff. You don't care about the stupid YouTube video telling you how to not be boring. You don't care about that because you're just doing your thing, the thing you find fun, and then people are just drawn to that. I don't blame you for being distracted because of the world we've grown up in. As we've grown up, the technology has grown up faster. Video games are more addictive and they're higher quality. Not only is it easy for me to see naked girls, I have an option. I have a range of options of how I want to see those naked girls. If you're not on social media, you're weird. You know how people look at you weird when you say you don't drink? It's like that with social media. Like, you're the weird one for not doing those things. I compare it to a young child who loves drawing. All they need is a pen and paper and they can spend hours and hours drawing. Then that same child goes to university and then they're shown the fancy equipment, the fancy rooms, all these new programs. And they thought by being exposed to all these new things, they thought that they would be creating more, but in fact, it was the opposite. By having so many different choices, just deciding which one, which equipment to use, and then which tutorial to watch for those equipment, and then which room can I study in, and then comparing the different programs I can use. If I use this one, it's better colors, but then this one is a bit more advanced. We get lost and tired on deciding how we want to do the thing, our art, our work, that we don't end up doing it. I'm in uni right now studying an arts course, and naturally I'm just meeting other art students. It makes me sad that the only time they're doing creative work is during lessons, is during deadlines. Uni has given them so much on top of the art, all the different equipments, the knowledge, the health and safety, to the point where the students don't even want to do anything outside of class because they're overloaded. I'm just a YouTube video. I don't know where you are in your life, but I'm going to tell you how taking stuff away has actually helped me do more. And then you can just take what's useful from my life and then use it on yours. What we want to do is help you focus on the thing that you want to put all your attention into, your craft, be really good at it, obsess over it to the point where you don't care about being boring, to the point where you don't care about other people's opinions and what he's doing and what they're doing, so you can stop the overthinking and just post your art on Instagram. So you've been wanting to make that YouTube channel for a while now. Me too. As a film student at uni and as someone who is really interested in filmmaking, to make a YouTube video, I had the options of 3 cameras. 3 expensive cameras. That may sound good, like, yay, I have options. But what it really did was slow me down from the choices I had to make. I had 3 cameras. Maybe I can use this one because it's easier to set up. But then this one's slightly higher quality. But then this one's got better colors. Every time I wanted to record and do the things that I set myself out to do, my mind would just slow down and get numbed by the choices I had to make. So what I did was I got rid of all of the expensive cameras and I just decided to shoot on my iPhone. This one choice made my future choices easier. Now that I got time to record the video, no longer did I have to make these choices. It wasn't even a choice anymore. It just had to be the iPhone, meaning I was able to do the thing that helped me not hate my life much more and much more often. Now you tell me you wanted to make that Instagram page for a while now. I wanted to use Instagram to share my work, my videos, my films, but I hated the scrolling and the social comparison that comes from scrolling. And during COVID, for 1 year, I got rid of all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. I saw how good that was for me, for my mental health, for my quality of life. When I got to uni, I decided to download Instagram again to show my work. And even though I was doing the thing that I wanted to do, which was showcase my work, I was also doing the bad stuff, the stuff that made me hate my life. Scrolling, comparing, busting to Instagram models, and after another bust nut to a phone screen, I just thought to myself, there must be a better way. I wanted to show my work, but I also didn't want the bad mental health side of social media. So I took a step back and constructed a way where I could do that. I unfollowed everyone. I stopped opening, the little tab where you can see all your likes and comments and notifications. I stopped looking at that. I stopped opening DMs. On my posts, I turned off my comments. You can still see the likes, but the reason why I turned off the comments is because people were complimenting me. And that might sound stupid, like, oh, you want people to compliment you. I thought so too. But I realized that as more people were complimenting my work, it would make me post in a way that wasn't how I intended to post. That is not the same art, the same things that I wanted to post. I wanted to post because of me, not because I thought it would get some flame emojis from this Instagram comment. For example, I posted like a vlog and it was basically of just my coffee. It was literally a video vlog of my desk and my coffee and the work I was doing that day. And the comments I got was people calling me GOAT. People were calling me the greatest of all time from me doing an Instagram of my coffee. Like, this is where I would lose myself because, first of all, my ego, people saying nice things to me when I didn't really even do that much. So I'm using Instagram in a way where it doesn't use me. I don't have it on my phone. The only time I use Instagram is on my laptop. And the only thing I do is post my cute little vlogs and get out. So here I am structuring how I use Instagram because I want the benefits of Instagram of business, networking, showing my work, at the same time minimizing the distractions, the negative thoughts, the comparison. And this last one is pretty extreme. But if we remember from earlier on in the video, the reason why you're boring and you have nothing to show for is because you can't stick to one thing. You're too busy jumping around from this and this and this because you're not seeing results from one thing. And this last thing has helped me not care about the stupid stuff like others' opinions, comparisons, and it's helped me ignore the doubts and negative thoughts in my head that would stop me from getting the thing that I want from life. And that one thing is meditating for an hour every day. This is a bit extreme from the usual tip that is given to you of meditate 10 minutes a day. But let's take a step back. The choices we make in our young lives today affects the rest of our lives. My choices and actions today multiplies and will affect me 10 years, 20 years from now. My choices right now decides if I'm able to give my kids the love and attention that they need. I can't do that if I'm still working a 9 to 5 and I'm stressing about money. What I do today decides if I love my life tomorrow. So what if the choices I make today, they're crap. They're crap choices that means I'm gonna be broke in the future. And it's understandable that I may make some crap choices because my brain is still recovering of years of porn, recovering from years of video games. So if my mind is not clear because of what my ex did or because of what my parents said to me when I was 12 years old, if my mind is not clear for whatever reason, then the choices I make today from my not clear thoughts are gonna affect me for the rest of my life. So I structure my day around this to the point where it's easy for me to do a 1 hour meditation every day. So the better choices I make today means I will have less regrets in the future. How can you simplify your work so you can do more of it? Is the way your life's set up helping you with your goal? What even is your goal? If you want to be healthy by losing weight, does it help that you're working in a pizza shop where you get free pizza? In my challenge right now of making money online to retire my parents, finding out how to do that is not the problem. Every YouTuber is selling you a course on exactly how to do that, make money online. So the goal isn't finding out how to do that. It's about limiting the stuff you consume. Completely ignore the content that doesn't help you, which is 99% of the stuff you consume. Otherwise, you're gonna keep jumping from this thing to this thing to this thing to that thing and have nothing to show for. Love.